Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. You may notice that the title of this video has to do with our government selling our public lands. This is a big problem. I've been watching videos from Fresh Tracks with Randy Newberg. He's got the most details on it out of anybody. THP, Aaron Warburton talked about it. Josh Talker before the Echo talked about it. Now today, Easton Hunting has something up. And even though my channel's small, I feel like I would be very remiss if I didn't jump into the fray and try to get the word out and give you guys some resources. I'm going to show you in a moment a spot that you can go and actually record a video on a website, and it will automatically, using your zip code, send it to the appropriate senator for your region that's going to be voting. Basically, the deal is that in the big beautiful bill, there is a package that's kind of sandwiched in there. It's putting 2 to 3 million of our public hunting acres, not just public hunting, but also hiking, camping, fishing, whatever, public use. Everybody in the United States has access to this land. I have friends that have contacted me and told me the land that they've been hunting for the past 6 years, which is very hard to access, and they've had tremendous results elk hunting, will be on the chopping block. It's on the list. If this bill goes through the way it is without this being stripped out of it, guess what, folks? A whole big chunk of land that right now belongs to you and me and everybody else in the United States that's paying taxes, it's going to be gone because some special interest group or some rich son of a gun is going to go out and buy this land, and you will lose access to it. Most of it's out west, but here's the thing. If it happens there, it could happen next in your state. And right now what we need is more public hunting access, not less. So I would recommend going to Fresh Tracks over Randy Newberg's channel. Watch his video on this. It's about 25 or 30 minutes, but the details are excellent. He's going to be heading to DC, I think, this week to go and try and talk some sense into some of the politicians out there. You can go check out Hunting Public. They've got a video on it. And as you're going to see here on my screen, we're going to go to Josh Talker's before the Echo, and he's got an excellent list of links, but the one that I really want to point out is the link where you can go and video yourself, and it will automatically, based on your zip code, be sent over to your senators. So without any further ado, let's go over here to the computer, and I'm going to do a screen record and show you all of that.
All right, let's get into this. Here is Josh Talker's YouTube channel, Before the Echo. The title of this video is The Big Beautiful Bill. Is it good for hunting? In here he's talking about the government land sale. You can also go over again to Randy Newman Fresh Tracks, over to Randy Newman's Fresh Tracks, and check it out over there as well. You'll get a lot of details from there. But the reason I wanted to take you here is Josh has this link right here for howlforwildlife.org. We're going to click on that. And it's going to open up, and you're going to see it says, keep it public, send your video testimony. Howl for Wildlife, keep it public, submit video testimony to protect public lands to U.S. senators now. And you scroll down here. Let's take a look at this real quick. There's a list of names and states. No, I don't need to see that. And phone numbers that you can call your representatives. So in Iowa, there's a couple here. Anyway, yep, you can go right down that list and you can make those phone calls. In the meantime, we're going to do a video. So it says here, what can you do in 2 minutes? Enter your address in the action tool, tap record. You've got 60 seconds, hit send. Your video will hit their inbox, and it won't be a form letter, just real constituents, because it's going to be you speaking to your senator. So let's scroll down here, and we have this form that I'm going to fill out. And you want to fill it out so they can get back to you when you send your thing. And then we're going to have my address, my zip code. All right. Sometimes when you do these automatic fills, you got to back them up and change the color, make sure it's white. All right, then we're going to click record video, and this is going to come up right here. I'm going to allow my video to be shared. I want to get email messages about the campaign, and I want to get text messages about this campaign. Remember, whenever you sign in for anything and sign up for things, you can always opt out of that later. So let's click the record video button. And here we are. I'm using my webcam, which is up top of the computer right here. As a matter of fact, we'll give it a little turn. There we go, center it a little bit better. It's going to be really hard to read, look at the camera at the same time, but I'm going to try my best. You can use your settings here. I'm already set up pretty good. I've got my microphone right here. That's the green one that's going through my main system into the computer. And then, of course, my webcam. So I want to make sure, I guess, speakers interface, microphone should be right here. That's what we want to use. Okay. Scarlet 2. Awesome. So I also have over here, I have my script that I have basically taken from a comment that was on Randy Newberg's video. A commenter was kind enough to share some different types of outlines that you could use, and I grabbed one of them and kind of retyped it for my purpose. Yeah, you see, I did this very quickly. All right, let's get into this. Here's the record button. I'm going to try and get through this. I think they give you a countdown, so let's go. Hi, I'm Russ Clark. I am from Centerville, Iowa. I am a citizen and taxpayer of the United States. I'm reaching out to strongly urge the senators to... Okay, here's where you run into a problem when you screw up your script. I think when I hit, it doesn't say, hey, record again. Let's take a look. It says it's uploading. So I'm going to actually refresh this. Don't let it upload. And I'll have to fill this out again. Make sure my settings are right. Microphone. There it is. Hi, I'm Russ Clark from Centerville, Iowa. I'm a citizen and taxpayer of the United States. I'm reaching out to strongly urge the Senate to oppose any budget bill which includes the sale or transfer of any public lands. These lands are part of our natural heritage. They belong to every American, not just corporations, special interests, or super rich individuals. Selling off public lands is a short-sighted move that permanently strips future generations of access, opportunity, and connection to the outdoors. I'm asking all senators, Democrat and Republican, to publicly oppose the budget bill or any legislation, including public land sell-offs or transfers, advocate for language that will protect access and keep these lands in public hands, and recognize that these public lands are a legacy, not a liability. Millions of us, citizens and voters in the United States, will be watching this legislation closely. Please do the right thing, stand up for public access, and vote no on any bill that threatens it. Thank you for your time. Okay, I had to skip this in the middle because I was running out of time, but I think that's okay. One thing that would be better is if you could watch your video back and re-record it, but they don't have that option. But you'll see that they've got my recipients automatically in there, and it's the thing that says oppose public land sale. Watch my 1-minute video testimony, and it says, Dear Senator Joni Ernst, please watch my personal testimony video urging you to oppose public land sales across the West. Thank you. So we'll go ahead and submit this. Boom. Your response has been submitted. And now it asks for a donation. I'll do that later. I'm not going to get into that right now because I have to put down card numbers and stuff. Anyway, that's how you do that. I highly recommend you do it. And I also recommend that you make the phone calls. And you'll see that there's the Capitol switchboard number here at Josh's at his video. Again, you can get that from Randy. You can get that from the Hunting Public. And you can also get that down below here on mine.
All right. That's how you do that. Very, very simple. Just go log on to that website, click on the link here. If you jump off here and go to somebody else's channel, if you happen to end up over at Josh's channel, you can click on the link there. But I would not delay. I'd get right on it. Just jump over to that page, fill out the form, And make sure your web camera's on. You can use your phone, you can use your iPad or your Android pad, whatever, your PC, laptop. Just make sure you've got your camera and your microphone activated and record that video. And I mean, we need to get together and we need to make sure that all of us, doesn't matter, this is something that if you're a Democrat or you're a Republican, who cares? We all utilize these lands. We all need to save them for us, the public, for the citizens of the United States. Appreciate you watching. Hope it helped, and let's go get them, all right?